Hi, it's Michael Whitehouse with the Motivational Minute, and a question I asked myself recently is, what took so long? Why didn't I get started earlier? I have been coaching informally since high school. Way back in high school, I was the one people would come to when they had a problem, when they had a challenge, they needed to figure something out, they needed to untie that knot. They'd come to me, and I could help them. 24 years ago, I was coaching people. But I never got started as a professional coach. And at different times, I struck out and said, well, maybe I'll be a consultant. I look back at YouTube. I have videos from 2008, 2009 that sound a lot like my motivational videos today. But I didn't start as a business until 2020. Why not? Well, I remember once I gave the excuse. Somebody said, well, you seem to be good at this coaching. You give good advice. Why don't you do it professionally? And I said, no, I can't do that. Because when I sell for someone else, it's for them. The rejection is not personal. You know, oh, you don't want to buy the car, you don't want to buy the insurance. Well, that's the product, it's not me. But if I'm selling you my services to help you and you say no, oof, oh, that's going to hit right here. That's going to hurt. That's going to be bad. I don't know if I can take that kind of rejection. What a dumb reason not to get started. I can say that because I'm talking about myself. That's just a really silly reason not to get started. God gave me a gift. He gave me the gift of being able to help people through coaching. This is not bragging, this is saying, I have a gift. I didn't make it. I didn't put in a lot of effort to get it. I just have it. There it is. And I didn't use it. And God has a way of making sure you know when you're not using your gift. You know, you kind of get that on discomfort or things that really should work out don't, because He doesn't want you going off on the path over here. You're supposed to stay on the path here. And I keep trying to go off over here. And I kept trying to go off over here. And every time I went off on the path, something would happen. And I'd have to go back. Something would happen. And I'd have to go back. But everything that has gone into making me successful in this business already existed. Zoom's been huge. Zoom's been great. Being able to talk to people all over the world. Zoom's been around for years. And before Zoom, there was WebEx and Skype and FaceTime and all kinds of other resources. Phone. Phone's been available for quite some time now. The technology has been there. Facebook. I've been on Facebook since it went public. 2006, I think, was when you could get on if you weren't in college. I've been on there all this time. I've had all the resources. I've had the skills. I've had the tools. But for 24 years, I didn't get started. And that's why it took so long to build this business. It only took 7 weeks to build it. From when I actually pulled the trigger and said, okay, let's do it, to when I said, this is something I could really do full time, was less than 2 months. So it didn't take long to build. It took long to start. Does this resonate with you? Perhaps it took you a long time to get started and now you're finally in the right place. Or perhaps you haven't started yet. Maybe you're afraid of something like the rejection I was afraid of. Maybe you're afraid of what might happen. Maybe you're afraid of who knows what. I very much encourage you to look up Fear Setting by Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss wrote the 4-Hour Workweek. He did a TED Talk on fear setting and how to do it. I very much encourage you to look that up. I believe I shared it on a few of my pages recently. I'll share it again. But if I'd done this fear setting exercise 10 years ago, I would have been a coach 10 years ago. I would have been helping people 10 years ago. And that's the thing. Yes, I've been doing the wrong thing and puttering around for a while, but I could have been helping people for 10 years. I could have helped hundreds of people who are, stuck in their lives. And if you are mission driven, if what you're doing is important for not just you, but for others, then there should almost be a guilt when you realize you could have started earlier, because you could have done more good for more people over time. Now I got plenty of time. I'm 40, so I've got about 60 functional years left. White Houses tend to live a long time. So I got time. Took me 40 years to figure it out. I've got more than 40 years ahead of me. But I always think about what took so long. And so for you, if you're not getting started, especially if you're younger than me, if you're not getting started, get started. Get started. Every great story begins with, so I started. So start. What are you waiting for? And if there's something holding you back, if there's some reason you think you can't do it, talk to me. That is what I do, is help figure that out and work that out. I do a free introductory coaching session to get you started. And if that's all you need to get unblocked and then you're off to the races and you never give me a penny, great. I'm totally happy for you. And if you need more, I'm here for that too. But I just want to help, because it makes me sick. It makes me upset when somebody says, I hate my job, and I'm so tired, and I'm so depressed, and I'm not making enough money, and I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills. This is not how we're meant to live. This is not how we're meant to live. We're meant for better things. So please, if you are not where you're supposed to be and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, put something in the comments, private message me, schedule a call, get in touch somehow. Let me talk to you and see if we can help you get started so it doesn't take you 24 years to get where you're supposed to be. I'm Michael Whitehouse. Thanks for listening.